So this is the setup screen. English, I don't want to connect. Now enter. Date, month, year. Set later. Performs pixel mapping, optimizes image sensor. Okay. Attach the lens cap for light shielding before running pixel mapping. Reboot after pixel mapping is complete. Okay. I guess pixel mapping is going on. Pixel mapping completed. No card. So reboot. So the interface is completely different from my S7 IV and S7S3, and no memory card inserted. So let me just set it on a tripod and then I'll continue.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I have fixed it to a tripod, and let me just go through the entire settings. So by default it's set to HD 50p. Menu, and this is my menu, and after that I'm getting the main screen 1 and 2. These are much more video optimized settings. These are not available in my A7 IV or the A7S3. This is the video settings. So in image quality we are getting file format. Of course I will be shooting 4K. 4K XAVC HS 4K I'll select because this is the H.265 setting, and XAVC S 4K is H.264 setting, and XAVC SI is the all intro codec, and for that you need at least a V90 memory card, which I don't have and I don't intend to buy as well because it's very expensive. So as of now I'll be setting to like XAVC S 4K. Now movie settings and frame rates. So in the frame rate I'm getting 50p and 25p because it is set to PAL, I guess. So to get the 24p, 30p and 60p option I need to change it to NTSC settings, but later on let me just go through the entire menu. So in recording settings I'm getting this 200 megabits 422 10-bit and 150 megabits 420 8-bit, and after that I'm getting the SNQ settings. In the frame rate settings I generally use this SNQ mode to capture time lapse. So the recording frame will be 25p and SNQ will be 1 or 2 fps. So I guess this is better, 1 fps, and of course it will be in 422 10-bit. Why else I'm using this ZV-E1 rather. I'm recording this video by the way in ZV-10. So time-lapse settings. So frame rates, you can actually directly record time-lapse from here. Frame rate 25 and 1 second already set. Recording, and of course 10-bit 422. Video lighting off, and log shooting settings, color gamut and embed LUT file. I'll have to go through that, but proxy settings I always turn it off as I'm not that of a pro level, so I don't need that. Lens compensation is in auto mode. Okay, so the image settings I have completely went through, and now it's time for media. Because there is no memory card, so media format is not showing. This is the file format, serial number on, file settings, file number series counter reset, tile name settings. So I guess, and I'm done. Okay, file name format, title, date title, title, series counter reset, no, file number, series. Okay, so that is complete. Now shooting mode, intelligent auto, P mode, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual exposure, and MR1. These modes are exactly the same which I get in my ZV-E10. So as of now, I'll be setting it to manual exposure, which I always use. So shoot mode is complete, shutter silent, and as this does not have any mechanical shutter, so I guess it will be always in silent mode. Anti-flicker set, variable shutter, definitely. So you have to set it, but as of now I don't need it. So variable shutter, I'm turning it off, as I always set my frame rate to 50 fps when I'm shooting in 24 fps mode. So my shutter always keeps on 50. So and generally in India we get lights refresh rate of 50 hertz only. So audio recording level, audio recording on, audio recording level, I generally intend to keep it in around 22-ish. Audio timing alive, wind noise reduction auto, microphone directivity auto. And by the way, the microphone of this camera is quite good, and I'll definitely make a different video on those things, more of a review video later on. Image stabilization, this camera does have a inbuilt image stabilization, IBIS. So as of now it's set to active, but it gets a dynamic active mode also. But as of now I'll set it to standard, because standard mode does not have any crop. If you set it to active, it will have around 10% crop, and in dynamic active it gets around 30% crop. So as of now standard is okay. Zoom, of course I always prefer this clear image zoom. And zoom lever speed, I always set it to like 2, and zoom speed also 2. It gives a smooth transition. And custom key zoom speed, later on I'll just custom key for Z zoom key. So shoot display, grid line, of course I need it, and rule of thirds. I always keep my grid lines on. Emphasized recording display, definitely I always keep it on. You get that red bar, which is really helpful. It always reminds you that you're recording. And shooting display grid already done. Marker, so marker display, these I always keep it off only. And shooting option, product shoot, I don't need it. Cinematic vlog settings, I always I don't know, because this is the first camera which has it, so I'll definitely try, but as of now I'll keep it off. Maybe in the review video I'll share. And let's check the exposure. So in the exposure, auto slow shutter off, ISO, as of now I'll keep it in auto. And minimum ISO range and maximum will be somewhere around 32,000. Yeah, that's much more usable range. Exposure compensation, as of now I'll set it to 0. Exposure setup, same thing. Mirroring mode, of course, because this is a vlog camera, and in any vlogging situation you will be needing this multi-mode only. If you are shooting it inside a studio or maybe indoors, you can use this center or maybe spot, but for vlogging I always prefer multi. White balance, I set it to custom, and I prefer to adjust it in post. But if you actually have time to set the white balance while shooting, which you generally don't get at the time of doing vlogs, then it's okay, it's good if you can set it manually, but I always keep it in auto. And dynamic range optimizer, I will turn it off, because it does some digital thing which I don't like. Creative look standard, And picture profile, uh, I will definitely use P9, I guess. Okay, where is P9? 11, 10, and then it's going 6. Where is P9, P8? Anyway, P6 is Cine 2, and P10 is HLG2, and S Cineton. Then I guess PP1 is movie, PP2 is still ITU709, PP4 ITU709, Cine 1. So there is no S-Log3, PP11. So there is no S-Log3 as of now. I'll have to set it. Generally, I set it in this way. S-Log3. Color mode will be S Gamma 3 Cine. Black level will be -1. And detail will be -7. So this is my S-Log3 settings. Pretty simple. And PP1 I have set it to S-Log3, and the base ISO for S-Log3 for this camera is 640 and 12,800. It's the same for S7 S3 also. So picture profile done. Zebra display, of course I'll turn it on, and zebra level it caps to 95. So I prefer to keep it in 95, but you can do it in your way. It's something which I really will advise you to work on and see what works for you. You need to experiment with the zebra settings and all. Generally I keep it in 95, which keeps the skin tone good. And focus area, I'll keep it in wide as of now. Focus area limit, menu, focus color area, white, subject recognition. So you are getting quite quite a bit of option here. Human, animal, bird, insect, car, train, airplane. By the way, ZV-E1 has received a firmware update also, which will set this camera maximum FPS of 4K FPS will be 120. So I'll definitely make a different video on that. This is subject recognition human. Face memory, so it's also good. And peaking display, you need peaking display only if you are using manual focus. So as of now I'll not be using manual focusing, so I don't care. And this is the area and date settings, which I have already done. Customize dial customize, yes, I would like to do that. So this upper wheel will be aperture. This one will be aperture. You can get this like focus area or maybe shutter speed. Yeah, so this will be my shutter speed and this will be my aperture. And lens, I'll set it later. So follow custom, this is shooting, and this will be the rear. So this is the C2. I guess I'll set it to subject recognition, and this will be A-phone. So this button will be tracking on off. This is my tracking on off. Actually this is my settings, but you can change it accordingly in your way, which I will always prefer that choose that wisely. Steady shot selection, this will be very handy. And this will be my ISO. and 6 will be my picture profile, as my picture profile. So this down key will be my picture profile. So custom settings also done, and monitor setup would be manual. Sunny weather is preferable, but for the sake of shooting, I'm keeping it in manual now, because this has a really low resolution screen. So setting it to sunny weather will help you in the outdoors. And display quality, standard or high. If you choose high, then the battery consumption will be higher, so it's better you keep it in standard, because this is a vlogging camera, so you need every bit of battery backup which you can extract from the battery. So display option, gamma assist, of course, on. Gamma assist type S-Log32 Rec 709. So this is also a very important setting. And external output option, I don't have any external recorder like Atmos Ninja, so if you have, then you can definitely set from here. And USB, this is for USB streaming. If you have the USB streaming option, if you need it, then you have it, the option is there. Recording lamp, of course, you should always turn it on. Sensor cleaning, not needed currently. And this is the software version. You can see this is version 1. I will definitely update the software, and I'll definitely make a different video on the updated firmware. So this is version 1 as of now, and privacy notice and all. So yeah, so the camera is ready to go. This is the main menu setup. Here you will get all the options, and this is the video centric menu, and this is the same menu which you get in the cinema line cameras like FX3 or FX30. From here you can shoot the frame rate and the shutter speed. This is the ISO, and this is the picture profile. This is the auto white balance, and this is the codec option. This is the bitrate option, assist, S-Log3 assist. So you are getting all the necessary video features here only at the tip of your fingers. So this is a very nice implementation. And by the way, this also has a touch screen, so you can touch it and use it. So it has a touchscreen. If you want to change it from NTSC to PAL, so this is the area. From here you will get this NTSC PAL selector, and if I change it to NTSC, then I'll get it, I'll get the different frame rates. Let me show you. So let me just show you the PAL options as of now. See, frame rates are 50 and 25 as of now, but if I change it to NTSC, from here area and NTSC PAL selector, now if I enter, the camera will restart on its own, and then you will get, see, this message running on NTSC in the media, movie settings, and now you see 60 fps, 30 fps, and 24 fps. So I would like to keep it this way. I am not in the PAL area, so I don't need 50 or 25 fps. After the firmware, I'll definitely update it, and here I will get the 120 fps also. So I'll make a different video on that. The setting has been done, and this camera is now ready to use. So let me just take it out, and I'll share my feedback on a different video, which will be the review video. This video was about the camera settings which you need to do and change after you buy the ZV-E1. See you very soon in my next video.